Welcome, everyone, to the College Football Playoff. The entire regular season has built up to this. 12 teams still in the running, with championship dreams alive as we begin this first-round game in an on-campus setting. This is a very intriguing matchup. One team that earned the right to host this game and enjoy tremendous crowd support against another team that slipped into the playoff, trying to establish a tradition now of upsets in the first round of the CFP. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff, the Miami Hurricanes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. We have been waiting for this, the College Football Playoff with an on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this going. Kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The College Football Playoff about to get underway. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Back to throw. It's Henderson. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get them off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
On first down, it's play action. He's running out of time here. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
So it's third and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Hatchett. He finds some space. Breaking through defenders. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. And the Gamecocks pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain.
Well, the pressure just couldn't quite get to him there. They forced him out to his right on that bootleg, but give him credit. He held his poise, looked at the entire field, couldn't find anybody open, and he just pulled it down and picked up a nice gain.
And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
But it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
He'll hand it off. Picks up 3 yards, so second and 7. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. And now the running back's got it again. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Gamecocks. This offense comes out, immediately gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepared for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
Handles the tricky footing, and the PAT is good. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and when you go play action, it affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. Snags the quick throw. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. They'll test the right side here. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Big gain across midfield all the way down to the 34-yard line. And the Canes hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. First down, looking to throw the football. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Get set, get set.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And he finds the running back in the flat. He's stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out in space.
So now it's third and short from the plus 25. They're in field goal range. But let's see what the call is. They're thinking about touchdown, of course.
29.
Slides to avoid the big hit.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this third and short. See what you can do from here.
The Hurricanes will line up on 1st and 10.
Green 25. Lizzie. Go.
Quarterback drops back. Just trying to get rid of it. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time. Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Play action fake, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. Short throw to him that makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
So here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here. Try to force a field goal attempt. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Under pressure, just lets him go.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. They'll set up for the chip shot on the left hash mark. And it's good right down the middle.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Time for one more play here in the quarter. Dropping back, it's Henderson. Fires it to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete. That'll do it for quarter number 1.
That's the end of the first quarter. South Carolina 7, Miami 3.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Handoff heading left. The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's 3rd down and 7.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. He's looking to make a big play downfield.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that 1st down completion. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he's got it. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Gamecocks looking to cash in this red zone trip. And there's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Quick throw to the left. Makes the catch. Can he get in? 4 set of bounds after a nice game. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. And someone moved just a bit too early, and it'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And the Gamecocks looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. They're going to run it here. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. The Gamecocks will crank up the tempo. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw for it. Trying to create outside the pocket now. This one sails through the back of the end zone and incomplete.
Well, it's decision time now, Chris. 4th and short coming up, and you know they're thinking about going for this one. Likely looking at their play sheet and finding the go-to play that'll help them pick up this 1st down and keep this drive alive. They're thinking 6 points.
4th and goal from the 10. Can this defense come up with a huge stop? To the air, it's Henderson. As incomplete, he was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on 4th down.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
And the Miami offense is back on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Backed up with the 1. Who's going to throw it? Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
The Hurricanes will line up to kick it away. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. Last time the defense got a big 4th down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. He's escaping the pocket now. Quick throw complete to the tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Using his legs here. Tries to get loose in the scramble, but is brought down after a short gain. Second down after that previous play. DB is looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Pressure is coming. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Looking to make a big play downfield. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big gain. all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. And now they'll set up for the point after. No problem with the PHC. The lead 14-3. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
South Carolina, 14. Miami, 3.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. Here's the throw deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down. The Canes will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And here comes a deep shot. And it's intercepted.
What a play by the defensive back here. Idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, and that is a big-time play.
Makes the catch downfield. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40.
Love to see an aggressive mindset following sudden change. The quick strike here. The defense barely has a chance to even get set up and get established before they have to deal with a big shot taken over their head.
And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. It's a huge gain down to the 16 in one play. They've suddenly become a threat to score.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. The pass is complete to the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Scanning the field, it's Henderson. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. It's a very quick throwaway. No man in the area, and here comes the flag for intentional grounding. Important third down play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
Kick is up and no good. Off the miss, it's still an 11-point lead. You guys up front line up. It's first down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And they heave it deep downfield. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete. Important second down play coming up. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. And he's going to launch it deep again. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Look out, he's got some space. And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape.
Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
That is a great job here by this offense, taking advantage of a big opportunity provided to them by their own defense after that turnover. And why wait? They get aggressive, make the throw, and it pays off for a touchdown.
So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. Looking for the wideout. He's got his man in the open field. They'll finally go down, but it's a first down and much more. Great gain on the play. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. First down, looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
And he's going to float this one to the right side. Oh, that one's picked off. And the defender will step out of bounds after the pick to wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Gamecocks will kick this away to start the second half. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They've got to get things going here. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Off the play fake on first down. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. Breaks loose at the 40. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here for this offense. It's a shotgun run call. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away. Here's the second down play. Handoff here from the shotgun. He stopped, but he gets a first down. The Canes will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Takes the toss and heads left. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. Second down play coming up.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Tackle made after a big gain. Still looking for that elusive touchdown, but finally this offense is moving. First down and 10. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
And this one is right through.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. They're going to run it. They bring him down right at the 20. The game makes it second and medium. To the air, it's Henderson. Trying to create here on the move. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
He'll take a deep shot here. It's caught. They will rule that a catch. A huge game through the air. After that huge play, this offense is now in scoring position. They moved into the red zone quickly.
Boy, Chris, you wonder what the next play will be for this offensive coordinator. Anytime you hit a big play like that, you get into the red zone, there's a tendency to want to go after the jugular, to use that momentum to your advantage. Let's see what they call right here.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. One of those critical third down plays coming up. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. He's got it right near the end zone. And he steps out of bounds close to the goal line. Couldn't quite punch it in there. The Gamecocks trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Touchdown, South Carolina. And the route is on. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a two-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this two-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
Turn starts inside the 15. He's brought down at the 28. That's where the drive will start. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. After a field goal the last time out, we'll see what they can get here. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Stop after a small gain. Now look at it, 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
Looking for a deep completion. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Oh, a reverse. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
I'm a fan of any time you can get the ball into his hands, I think it's a win. Didn't go for a huge amount of yards, but it's the threat of what it potentially can do, and it gives him another opportunity to get his hands on the football.
Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. To throw, it's Henderson. It's a quick grab. Brought down to the 22. It's a 1st down, very near the red zone now.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough.
Cannot escape, and down he goes.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. And the quarterback dropping back. Quick throw to the left side. He's got it for a big gain. Worked out of bounds, but it's another big gain. This offense producing chunk plays through the air. And the Gamecocks offense is on the move now. And he'll set up to throw. And it's picked off in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Well, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. From the shadow of the goal line, looking to throw the ball. Short pass, finds the tight end. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. After second effort, he's brought down, but is past the marker. And the Canes will come to the line to run the hurry up.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
Getting set. Here's second down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Quarterback escapes the pocket. On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. The Gamecocks looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period.
That's the end of the third quarter. South Carolina, 28, Miami.
They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up second and goal. There's the handoff. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Hey, I can understand why they're trying to run the football here, but Chris, let's face it, the way this quarterback's been throwing it around, I'm surprised we didn't see them call his number. He's already thrown for 3 touchdowns.
He's swarmed by the defense.
Well, Chris, they come up short in the goal line here, but they've got to still consider going for it. You could try to punch it in from the 2, or I'm sure they got a couple good handful of 2-point conversion plays that they could use for this kind of situation. Let's see what they...
Intercepted in the end zone. Inside the 30. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking to the end zone. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. Going the other way, can they stop him? The 30, inside the 20. Gonna take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play. Boy, they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 35-6. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
35, Miami, 6.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. And the freshman making an impact play there.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
2nd and long from the 14. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Throws it to the right. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. The Hurricanes come up to the line in a hurry up.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He's on the run, launches deep. Incomplete, they cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
That's a big gain deep into enemy territory. Ball down near the 30. The Hurricanes pick up enough yardage for a 1st down. Looking to throw yet again. Lets it go quickly. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Going the other way. Can they catch him? Past the 50. Out past the 30. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
He picks up 9, so just short of the 1st down, 2nd and 1.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
The Gamecocks are going to cash in here in the red zone. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. 1st and goal from the 9.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can...
Touchdown, South Carolina. And this one is getting ugly.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
Automatic on the PAT. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
Number 11, set to kickoff.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start the 25. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. The pass is incomplete. He dropped the 1st down attempt here across the middle. Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Makes the 1st down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackle is finally made, but the offense will set up now at the 44. The Canes looking to use the up-tempo offense here. And looking to throw now on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Using his legs on the scramble. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack. After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Looking to scramble. Fires it on the move. Downfield and incomplete. A 4th down stop.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the 4th quarter on a 4th down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field.
Here we go.
Keeping it on the ground here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go. Now, give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to... But it brings up a 4th down. Using that challenge, a smart move by the head coach as the officials overturn the previous ruling on the field. The Gamecocks lining up here on 1st and 10.
Get set, get set.
They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
It's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. 1st down.
Well, why not, Chris? These guys have been doing it all year. This offensive line has been a staple, and this back has the vision to be able to find that crease to get the 1st down, and you're that much closer to advancing.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone.
4-2, Spider. Hot.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W.